この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 2, Episode 6, and maybe 7. 7 aired just this morning, and I actually have time, so I might end up watching it. A couple of housekeeping things to take care of before we get going. One, I might end up not watching episode 7, and if I don't, it'll probably be because my landlady's son and daughter-in-law, yeah, that's how that works, are visiting, and they're downstairs. And along with them is their kid, who is a very tiny, very cute, very loud, very screamy baby. And he spent the last about hour and like 15 minutes just having a screaming fit, but has now quieted down and seems to be staying that way. So hopefully we don't wake the baby. I will try not to scream really loud. But in the meantime, I'm going to use the opportunity that I have to actually record because that baby is not going to stay asleep forever, and this house is not going to stay peaceful forever, so got to use it. So that's housekeeping thing number one. If I do say, like, oh, I'm probably going to watch episode 7, and then we end, and the video is just like, sorry, I didn't, that's probably why. It's probably because the baby started screaming, and I don't want that in the video. But anyway, hopefully we'll get through episode 7 as well. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't, unless the baby. Beyond that, there's a new background. Check it out. I think it's pretty cool. I hope you think it's pretty cool. Those of you who already saw it in the Gleipnir reaction, cool. Those of you who gave me credit for the seasonals being delayed because I was putting up the background, nah, fam. I could take the credit if I wanted to, but that would be really insincere because no, it didn't impact my scheduling at all. That's a separate matter. Scheduling's still going to be fucked moving forward. I'm not solidifying any of the treasure hunt shows. I just don't want to. But anyway, that's all the housekeeping stuff. On to actual Kaguya-sama stuff, which I know is probably what most of you have been waiting for, and probably a bunch of people just clicked off the video because I was talking about random shit. Ugh, my bad. Kaguya-sama, Episode 5. Lots of conflict around the student council stuff, leading into, quote, Election Day, which should be the first thing that we have occurring in Episode 6. It all ended up with a rather confrontational conversation between Kaguya and, shit, I forgot her name, Miko Ino, because she's the good shrine maiden. Or is it Ino Miko? Miko's her first name? I forget. Shit. Yeah, her. It started out going pretty well with Kaguya kind of going along with her ideas until she realized that there would be no romance and no interactions between her and the president, and then it all fell apart. So that's not going to work. Everybody's still rooting for the president. Sweet. We got to actually deal with some campaign promises, some real campaigning, and some, I don't know, winning over the people. How are we going to do that? Just make better promises than she does, but I'm sure it's Kaguya. We're going to turn it into some kind of crazy, over-the-top, absolutely insane game, and there will probably be people working on the sidelines with ridiculous plots. I'm thinking Kaguya. Ridiculous plots that may or may not succeed. We'll have to find out. Other than that, we had a couple of other elements with the president becoming a little bit close to the school, learning how to sing finally, which was great. Kind of a mirror to the volleyball training episode in the previous season, and still good stuff. But everything is really aimed at the election, and it's coming. It's a coming. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure Shirogane is going to be reelected. It kind of only makes sense, unless they want to do something really funky and swap up the dynamic, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's going to be reelected. I wonder if Miko will stay around as a character adjacent to the student council. I kind of feel like she will. Either as like a, I'm watching out so that I can jump on you whenever you do something that's wrong situation, but then she ends up being part of the group and just going along with stuff anyway, or as a, I'm learning the ropes because I'm going to take over when you're actually gone situation. One or the other, or neither, I don't know. But I think that's all I want to talk about. Let's dive into Kaguya. I have episode 6 up and ready to go. I am once again using the Delete Aniplex subs, not the GJM subs, because when I looked on they're only up to episode 5, and I'm okay being delayed on seasonal anime a bit, but that's like 2 weeks, and that's too much. No thanks. So I'm just using the Delete Aniplex subs. They should be the standard Aniplex subs with some modifications to make them less horrid. Hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully you feel that these are okay. I feel that these are okay. So I've got it. It's up at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you would like to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. Delete. I kind of really love the color detail on the egg. I know it's a weird thing to hone in on, but anime food, you know? Chica is ridiculously fast. Just a weird thought. Alright, where are we starting off? Getting it ready. Yeah, why are you so serious about this? I don't want Miko, to be laughed at? Does he know something that we don't know about her? I don't want her to be laughed at? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. History? Drawing man and eating it? Yeah. Yeah. You're taking this way too seriously. Oh, that makes it even worse. She has a relationship with her imaginary friend now. I wonder how long that's gonna last. Forever? Oh shit. Uh-huh. You're telling that to her? Oh, she's presenting. Okay. Not exactly pulling at the heartstrings here. Right. Earnestness is great, but it doesn't get people going. Sure, she's got a great track record. Do people love her? Takedo. Right. Where's the love? Where's the care? So they're gonna do something crazy and bombastic and get a lot of attention, right? Something like that. Okay. Oh, immediate. Just rep. Waking everybody up. Hello. Your attention, please. Uh-huh. Serious about moving stuff, yep. Oh, full PowerPoint, visuals. Ah, yeah. I don't know why that made a whip noise instead of a baseball bat hitting noise, but fuck it. Whoa, is that why we moved him into place? Yeah, she positioned him so they could prevent chitter chatter. Oh. Ha. There's your pull. Get people thinking about their own ideas. Tie those to, And a Devoted Hearts Festival? Oh, well, okay. I wonder if that's got ulterior motives. Oh, totally. Wait, she turned to Ishii. Is his thing not with Miko, but with her second? He wants to crush them, but why? And why specifically in a landslide? And why is the title I Don't Want Her to Cry? Okay, great. She nailed it. Murdered. Okay, actual candidate speeches. How you gonna do? Oof, tension, pressure, 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 isolated, isolated, no shots of the audience. There it is. Yep. Only when she starts flubbing. Shit. Is this what he wanted to avoid? Matada? This has happened before. This is, She's terrified of public speaking. Shit. Right, because it's compounding it and giving her more reason to believe in her own fear. It is, but it's also the worst. Like, get. There are behavioral therapies that can work for this. Okay, I'm more interested, Ishigami, in your personal investment. Right, but why do you care? Ooh. Honestly, fuck yeah, Ishigami. That's the hope. Can you deliver? I wonder what that flower was. Ah, flashback. Vignetted. Or, it's not even vignetted, it's letterboxed. Okay, both public servants of sorts. Helping people. Of course. And motivations. If only people weren't bad, I would have a family. That's a pretty solid initial motivation. Taking care of things. But then it all fell apart. But she didn't stop trying. She still goes back to that place knowing that she'll have to get up in front of a crowd. That's kind of awesome. Right? Yeah, you end up more alone. Oh, and her grades dropped. Yeah, of course. She's not that strong. She's perseverant. And yet every day she put on the brave face. Right, exactly. Driven, not resilient, really. Holy fuck! Alright. And Shirogane. Hello. Face off. Rap battle me. Let's go. Get her to argue. Get her to argue. Get her focus off of the audience and onto you. Push her. Push her buttons. Nope. Turn. Ah, he's playing the game. Shirogane. Don't try and say it. Say it. Yep, swallow. Take a breath. Oh shit. +1 to harem. Right, but this is about more than that. Hey. You know, you want her to lose, but at the same time, overcoming. Ah. Hey. She'll still lose, but he'll try and get her involved because she's actually useful. No hesitation. She's mad. And he's just pushing her. He's being the best debate moderator possible. Mm-hmm. And now they argue and find something like a middle something like a middle ground. Yeah, exactly. This isn't about you. The whole 3D scene. That's cool. She made a good argument. I mean, it's still not something that a lot of people will bite on, but it's still a good argument. Oof. Oh, and we go the other way. Nice. Her stage. And they're arguing legitimate issues. But self-expression in dress and hairstyle is important. And everybody's actually listening because it actually matters and they're actually making sense. Fuck! This is the coolest. Of course. Oh. Yeah, but she didn't lose that way. They're gonna tell her that they really respect her. Aww. Hmm. Because you didn't do it, but you actually did it. And there it is. Somebody with a level head on their shoulders. You know. Uh-huh. Oh, I want to make Miko Ino smile. So a switch. That is fairly narrow. Jeez. That just means the game is afoot again. Kaguya isn't getting cold. She waiting for a phone call from him? Oh boy. Hi, Asaka? Nervous that it would fall apart. Not it. Okay, never mind. God damn it, Chica. And you would have lost in a horrible landslide. So, you want to join? Well, I guess we can work with it. It. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Just move it further and further away from isolating him. Oof. Take the opportunity. Yeah, take the opportunity. Also, I want to see your character around because you're an interesting wrench in the mix. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, they want the roles back? Uh-huh. Yeah. What are you talking about? Of course you have the roles. Oh, he may not be aware? Oh, completely. And here comes the overthinking. Wow. Yeah, you did all that? Jeez, that means that narrow margin might have been much narrower. Yeah, it doesn't seem very healthy. Amazing. That might be my favorite gag in the whole scene, in the whole show. Okay, hold on. You were making so many assumptions. Oh, yep, deeper and deeper. Does the chart even go that low? Oh my god, Kaguya. Oh my god, you are assuming so much. True. True. Not true. Is he here? Right now? I'm about to be. I would have come earlier if I could have. No, I want the inside view of her just stewing in there. Freaking out because she was wrong. So the reason I was nice to them was because of you. Ah. Now that's a way to phrase it. Bright red all the way. Ah, all right. That's pretty damn cute, man. That's pretty damn cute. Yeah. Don't be stupid. You just lack the perspective to see it. Wait a second. Ah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, Chica something? Chica something? Everything seems as it should be. And Miko Ino arrives. Right? Very important note. I'm floored by how good this episode was. This is definitely amongst my favorites, I think. Are there bagpipes in there? Nah. Some other different wind-based instrument thing. Do we get next times for Kaguya? I don't remember. Yeah, I think we do. Nope. Okay, well, that's the end of episode 6. Well, I was saying it during the ED, but damn! What a good episode! I mean, a really good episode. I think it really, really, really nailed a whole lot of different beats in different ways. From really nailing a pretty concise, like, not much extra stuff here, backstory and deeper level of understanding of who Miko Ino is and the struggles that she's gone through. Starting with the classic nervous behavior, which is supposed to calm you down, of drawing hito on your hand and eating it. The equivalent being in Western media, characters will grab like a paper lunch bag and breathe in and out. Same kind of thing. Stress stuff. right? Thank you, vehicle. But from that into a backstory that is importantly not given from her perspective, but from her best friend and confidant and supporter's perspective, right? That we get it from her perspective means that we aren't our viewpoint isn't tainted by what we already know to be Miko Ino's kind of off-kilter way of viewing the world. We know that she's harsh and rule-oriented, right? So we get to see her from an outside perspective that knows her and cares about her and doesn't see her as an enemy and has known her for a long time and knows what she's all about, and it is so valuable to do so. Okay, so it was unclear that they would have each of the vices speak and then each of the mains speak, but that's what happens. The play that Chika makes with maneuvering a teacher over by the anti-sentiment group, fucking brilliant. And of course, the problem is there's nothing emotionally resonant in any of the stuff that she's saying. She's reading off a list of achievements and stuff, right? Like, oh, she is so pure and great. She has been a member of committees and things, and she has done stuff that you haven't noticed. And everybody's like, yeah, where are you going this weekend? Hey, have you seen that movie? Who cares, right? If they're not into it, they're not going to be into it. It's a strategic problem. And it's compounded by the fact that she's the only one who can speak of the duo, right? But she does so in a mechanical way. Right. And they recognize that. She must have practiced a lot, but nobody's paying attention. Because it's fucking boring. And it doesn't have any emotional pull. It has no pathos. You know? Just doesn't have that kind of an argument. And then the contrast is immediately apparent as Kaguya steps onto the stage. Yeah. Just a smile, with a little bit of feedback to get everybody sitting up in their seats. The perfect delivery, the maneuvering, the organization, the PowerPoint, actual results, actual things that they've done, history, track record, and Shinomiya turned all of her attention to this and put this shit together. So, cool video, let all the kids decide where they're going for their class trip. Suddenly they're thinking about their own ideas and getting invested in it. And we'll have this festival, which, of course, there are some ulterior motives built into that one. I don't remember this. I don't remember this. It's a little bit meta because it says, come back this season, but I don't remember this teacher. I probably should, but it's been a while. Okay, they're eating it up. Yeah, we're doing it. And the question is, Ishigami, what is this side of you that we're seeing? Because Ishigami's a person who doesn't, take action if he doesn't have to, and he does hold grudges against people who've harmed him. He doesn't have any reason to like Miko Ino, and he says as much. Indeed, he has reasons to hold things against her. But at the same time, he's watched her, and he's recognized that she's dedicated and that she cares and that she tries her ass off and gets up on that stage and gets laughed off of the stage every fucking year. And he hates it. That's a pretty cool thing to be miffed by. If you're gonna be a character in a show and you're gonna be upset about something in the status quo, a person giving it their all and getting beaten down by the masses because they have what appears to be a totally legitimate, fairly common phobia of speaking in public that's been compounded over the years because their determination and perseverance to keep getting up on that stage doesn't let them not enter into that situation, which then adds to the trauma that is packed into that complex around speaking publicly. Shit. That's some real deal stuff. So of course she's nervous. Of course she's eating hito. Of course it's bad. And everybody roaringly claps. And then up she goes. Shoulders hunched, head withdrawn. Kaguya just glances back at her. And then there's this shot. Okay, so let's look at the shots where we introduce Kaguya to the stage and compare them. Shall we? Because I think it's pretty important. Okay. She leaves. Bye-bye. Kaguya steps up. Okay. Kaguya steps forward. Shot. Wide over the audience's head, so we're in audience perspective watching her come onto stage. Seeing the figure that she cuts as she does. Audience perspective, immediate positive reaction on every single face visible. Character actually saying her name. Oh, it's Kaguya! Everybody else excited to see her. Leaving, looking sad. She looks back. She doesn't. Head held high, blowing in the wind. From above, the stage is hers. Centered upon it. Center on the microphone, pan up to the face, just a smile, and then out into the entire audience, and everybody sits up. Okay? Got it? Shot of foot, wide of her walking up and crossing paths with the glasses girl. Side of her with hair blowing and stuff. Above of her standing at the podium. And then microphone and her and stuff. Okay, let's go to Miko's. So Kaguya finishes up. Kaguya walks away, not with her head down as Glasses Girl had. She steps out, fairly equivalent to the shoes shot that we got of Kaguya. Fairly equivalent crossing paths shot, but instead of being in the audience perspective as they cross paths, looking at where they are on stage and feeling like we're part of it, understanding the layout of the room, it's an isolated, closed-in shot that's focused on Kaguya more than it is on Miko. Then the banner behind that looms. Then this very interesting shot. Stage visible, podium visible, Miko visible. What's missing? Well, the audience, of course. Because we've situated the camera at the level of the stage, they're all cut off. They don't exist. It's empty. But that's pressure, visually. Like, this puts pressure on Miko to have this shot here. What did we already have twice by the time this kind of a shot happened in Kaguya? Any shot of the stage? We had crowd shots. We had facial reactions. Happy, pleased. And we had the shot of ourselves within the crowd watching her appear. We got put into the moment, and then we saw how everybody else reacted to the moment, and so we understand how the audience perceives them. That dialogue, and it is a dialogue, if you publicly speak, you judge your audience. You have to. You must. If you can't, you'll fail. Always. Always. That dialogue isn't here. She can't see it. She only sees an endless sea of faces. She can't judge what they're doing or how they're reacting to her. So, we go from pressured shot to pressured shot. Eyes nervously glancing around and closing, and then back. Pressured shot. Pressured shot. What was the first shot of Kaguya's front that we got? Microphone pan up to face. Calm, confident, full bust. Same amount of body showing as I am here. There's a reason for that, right? Miko, though, isolated. And that helps accentuate her really quiet voice, right? Only somebody looking as close as we are could possibly hear her, so the audience does not. And the first time we do get an audience shot is here, as they begin to giggle. What's she saying? I can't even hear her. And the unrestrained laughs happen. And then there's this shot, which is then reversed later in the episode, which is really nice. So we pull from her out, making her simultaneously much smaller, and making it seem like there's an infinite stage that she's upon, and it's just vast and isolating and awful. And the lines of the auditorium help bring everything in toward her. This is a really cool shot, all around, I think. And to the visual language of pulling out away from her and then eventually bringing it back in once she starts arguing, with fire in her blood against Shirogane. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay, so she's freaking out, and he explains the whole thing, the for realsies thing, and then ba-boom, we're into flashback mode. all the things that she was up to, all the things that she was good at, all of the attention and bad attention she received. I also really like the style of these sequences. They're just cool. I like them. The scan lines over solid objects and then dots in the background, it's just a neat aesthetic that I don't think I've ever seen quite like it anywhere else. And I think it really works. Using two different patterns. It's kind of like what Shaft does in putting patterns on characters' clothes and patterns on the background. It's just a different kind of contrast. It's interesting. This is the best. This is the best shit right here. And the delivery is awesome. Yeah. The VA just delivers it so perfectly with that little bit of, it's not quite fry, that little bit of growl in there as he gets really serious about it, you know? Just that little bit eking in there. Whew! Chills. Chills. Good shit, Ishigami. All right. I'll take care of it. This is pretty fucking cool. All right, flower. I don't know what kind of flower it is. I'm kind of curious, but I've gone and looked through Hanakatoba lists enough to know that it'll take me too much time to figure it out. If you know what flower it is and what it represents, let me know. I assume it's probably purity. It might be a white poppy. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not going to. Fuck it. Okay. Backstory. Yes. Backstory on Miko Ino. Again, there's the letterboxing all around. Good way to indicate that you're doing backstory. You have choices between like letterbox it, vignette it really hard, or desaturate it, things like that. Monochrome it. I like vignette. I like letterboxing it. I like cutting down the aspect ratio because it fits as story within a story to me more than like just a different viewpoint via a different lens usually fits. I don't know. That's part of why I love how Monogatari plays with aspect ratios all the time, because it's one of the tools at a creative's fingertips that I think is underutilized. Okay, so they converse. We find out that both of her parents have very important jobs helping people. Her dad seems to be a civil servant, and yeah, her mom is distributing vaccines to what we can assume is a pandemic hotspot. So legit shit, right? So they don't come home that often. She's alone a lot. And so she comes to this interesting, complex form of like resentment motivation. That she doesn't resent her parents for their absence. She resents the bad people of the world and the people of the world for not following rules, because they're not following rules is what causes her parents to have to work so much, right? And if only everybody was like her and just followed the rules, everything would be better. And she's not wrong. It's just that humans are weird and varied, and that doesn't really work. Individuality is really important, and they touched on that in the debate that they actually have. But, yeah. Lonely? Yeah, maybe. But she turns it into something. Motivation. A motivation that makes perfect sense, right? Every element of Miko Ino makes perfect sense up until the point she gets up onto stage. She's got parents who serve people. She's got a reason for wanting to put rules into effect. She believes fully and strongly in them. So what do? You seek out positions of authority so that you can put useful rules into effect and attempt to help the masses avoid hurting themselves, basically. But you can't put yourself in a position of political power if you can't speak in front of a crowd. And so it's dramatic irony. The one thing that she could obtain that would be of value to her, the one thing that she really cares about, she can't get because of a chance of brain chemistry. That's fucked. That sucks. And so, boom, empathy. Suddenly I care. I mean, I really care about Miko Ino. Just in time to have this moment of decision where she's about to fall apart and is pulled out of it through harshness by Shirogane, because he learns a side of her as she's talked to him. He learns that she can get invested into an argument and stops caring about outside things once she actually gets going. So he eggs her on and does it. That's so cool. I love this whole sequence with, again, playing with aspect ratio. You could say I would put it more as animating manga panels because that's more what it feels like, right? Again, we're flashing back through a series of thoughts, some of them connected, some of them disconnected, but cutting everything down to just what we need in the frame is pretty fucking cool. And I like the aesthetic a lot, and I hope they do it more. It's neat. Yeah, even angled panels like you'll see in JoJo's all the time and stuff, and yeah, and little side panels like this one. Yeah, super cool. And they also function as like doors opening and closing, which is neat. And then there's this last one. Didn't hesitate to crack down on upperclassmen even if they were scary, and we find ourselves in an isolating white frame of snow, only the two of them together. Snow or ash? I don't know. So, oh, okay, they're votes. Got it. Okay. Took me a minute. I thought that they were like grades or something. I was like, 355? That doesn't make sense. No, they're votes. Okay. And people pinning notes to her. It's fucked. And we get the even deeper layer of insight, which is that everybody thought she was impenetrable, a statue, right? Because she put up that brave face. There's an unfortunate thing about positioning yourself as being unshakable, and that is that people take it as license to shake you and try, right? So if you're not unshakable and you pretend to be, people will throw more harsh shit at you, and you might not be able to keep the mask up. It sucks. That seems to be what she was dealing with. But she kept dealing with it. That's the amazing part here. And that's the part that like really tugs at my heartstrings, is that she kept dealing with it. That she just wants to do the right thing. Sure, as a motivation, that's nice. That's cool to say. But when you prove it as a character, when you go through hardship over and over and over, and you face what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle year after year after year, not improving but actually getting worse, and you're still dedicated enough to your personal goal that you think is right for the world, that you continue doing it despite everybody turning against you, then yeah, I gotta give the character some props. Hell yeah, Miko Ino, you go, girl. Keep it up. You fucking suck at public speaking, but maybe you'll pick up a few things and be able to put some of your rules into effect and make some positive change for the world. I don't think your rules are the best idea. You need a better understanding of how people function and how to govern them. But hot damn, you got a core motivation that is far better than most politicians. Yeah, I mean, she's what's the Mr. Blank Goes to Washington? It's Mr. Smith, right? Mr. Smith Goes to Washington? Great film. Great film. Great film. 1939, directed by Frank Capra. Oof, great film. Idealistic young Jefferson Smith winds up appointed to U.S. Senate, goes to the Senate and finds out that it's horribly corrupt. He's a Boy Scout troop leader, legit, and fully idealistic, morally driven, all that stuff. He's Miko Ino, right? He gets there, finds corruption, and it's awful. But that's what she is. She's righteous and legit. And it's not hollow. She believes in it, and she can enact it, and she's right. On certain things. Fuck. This is not the kind of character stuff that I expect from Kaguya-sama. I need to reevaluate my expectations for Kaguya-sama, don't I? This whole sequence, as he just eggs her on, prods her, does exactly what he needs to, which is calling her stuff ridiculous and essentially inviting her to explain why it's not, right? Every single line he says is not the thing that you say as a debate opponent. It's like what a moderator says. He's pushing her, and she knows it. Come on, let's go. Boing! Eyes go sporkly. I'm really hoping this doesn't mean a +1 to Shirogane harem. We'll see. I'd be more interested in her and Ishigami. I know. We're not going to talk about shipping stuff. It doesn't matter. Okay, so she starts kicking in. She's got details, slides of her own, things that she wasn't able to reach for. Oh, and you've pinpointed the cause? Please, elaborate on the cause. Every time she makes a good statement, he picks out the next piece of the statement and prompts her on it. And the camera angles on her change. Suddenly we're looking up at her. Suddenly, as small as she is, she cuts almost an imposing figure. Suddenly, it's her stage. And she's getting through. And she's stepping away from the comfort of the podium. Always important in public speaking. Don't rely on the podium if your mic is not stationary. Walking around helps people get like invested in your humanity, which is important. It's why a lot of TED Talks don't have podiums. It's part of it. Because psychologically it works. And then this is fucking great. He finally calls her out on a small thing, right? Where it's not the motivations or the evidence, it's what you're going to do about it, right? What's the course of action to take? Making all the boys shave their heads? That's too much. Let's dial it back a little bit. And we find out that she just really likes shaved heads, which is pretty cute. And then there's this really cool rotating sequence with a CG podium being rotated. And then I really can't tell what they're doing to the frame of her. It's too small to really be rotating it. They just seem to be messing with it a little bit. I don't know. It's still a really cool effect to be skimming through the audience like this. It does the same thing as the shot when Kaguya came on stage of centering us in the audience, but instead of putting us as one person in the audience, we feel like we're feeling what everyone in the audience feels, which is cool. Moral Shuchin, and then we get the pulling back in shot somewhere. I don't know. There, yeah. Calls her out. Where is the data that shows that it's effective? Prove yourself. And we zoom it in. And push him out of the camera, out of the frame as well. She takes it over. And we slide up in. Boom. And then they're sharing it. And the debate goes on. And everybody's enthralled because it's legit. And it was close. Okay. Pretty standard gag. Character does something out of their comfort zone that they're afraid is going to cause people that they may have slighted in the past to harm them. Turns out the people are actually really gung-ho about it and think they're pretty cool because they stepped out of their comfort zone. It's fucking awesome. All right. Stomach ache. Okay. Fair and square. Please join. Please let us join as well. Cool. And then Kaguya freaking out over him not showing up and actually talking to her. Okay. Kaguya, as a show, relies on a couple of really, strong pillars. One of them, and these are not exclusive, there are others. One of them is pretty strong gag writing. One of the others, really strong visual gags, using the animated medium to its maximum. This might be my favorite visual gag. And she just keeps going. It is amazing. I love it. Also, this is nice too, because the sound effect. Excellent. Kaguya keeps coming out. Perfect. Alright, so then he arrives, and she's completely wrong, and he says the best stuff, and she finally gives him a little sign. Nice. And we're back at it, and she's joining. Cool. There's no next time, is there? Okay, I guess that only happens when it's sort of semi-combined episode things, because we got next time the election last episode. Cool. Okay, it's been a lot of discussion, a lot of kind of stumbling over myself to talk about how much I really enjoyed the Miko Ino segment. But I'm sticking with that thought. I really like this segment. I like the writing of it. I like the delivery of it. I like the way that we finally convey a real understanding of who this character is. And I like the way that we're made to care about her. It doesn't feel manipulative. It feels legit. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. Good stuff, Kaguya. Let's watch another episode, shall we? Yeah, it is. Oh, Jesus. It's now 4:45. Cool. I'm still going to watch episode 7. Let me take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and be back in just a second for episode 7. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are good to go for episode 7 of Kaguya-sama Love is War, season 2. No idea what we're in for here. We got a new year, new student council, new everything. I mean, it's the same everything, just some new additions. They mentioned a bunch of festivals and things that they need to prepare for. I don't know if that's going to be immediate. No idea what to expect. Let's dive in. Beep beep timer. Wow! That's the Kaide Kimura wow that is used throughout Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. They sure do. Who is changing inside right now? I would not listen to what Chica's saying. Okay. Totally reasonable. Sure. Hit. Oh boy. I need to see that animated again. Wow. Wow. Nope. Uh, fuck boy. Oh no. Oh, it didn't come up with fuckboy, it came up with gigolo. So, the question becomes, what does Shirogane wear? Of course. Right? That's where this is going, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no. It is an eternal debate, though, and it will rage forever. I'm trying to decide whether I should take a side on it or just, like, leave it be and treat it like politics and just step away. Hmm. Yep, that's where it's going. Darjeeling. Best girl. I don't think she's best girl, but that's okay. she she's taking it way too literally. Oh, a fourth time. Wow. Well, that's a new style. Uh-huh. That won't go poorly at all. She has no idea. Well, I mean, uh, just pretend you're doing a survey. No. No. Incidentally. Huh? That doesn't answer the question. Wait a second, why are you asking about Pantsu? Yeah. Huh? Totally innocent. Oh no. No, it certainly is not. The question is, why is she asking? Oh no. Oh, it's worse. It really is. Oh no, he's gonna say bloomers? They're not. True. True. Boxer briefs. No. You have just walked. You just walked in on the worst situation. I'm not a target. Super loss. Of course. He quit wearing briefs the very same day, of course. Wow. Let go of what? Of that? Oh. She doing some fucking hell. No, it wouldn't. You're not dating. She just can't say it. Shit. Uh-huh, sure. Hmm. Maybe. Absolutely. Always. But you get to touch her hands. Exactly. Yeah. It's worth. Ha ha ha. Oh, we're double dubbing. I'm just trying to make sure it works. Ow. Oh my god, yeah, she has no idea that's what she's doing. She's just melting into it. Oh, it is a complete backfire. He doesn't. Please let go! Hmm. Ow. Oh, there it is. Yep. Man, they just don't miss opportunities, do they? Like, every time I see a joke coming, and half the times that I don't, they nail it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh! It just keeps getting worse, bud. Hey, but he got loose shoulders. That's good. Hey! That shouldn't happen. Oh, hi. Shiragane's sister. Wants to make her read. Wants to make Kaguya read it. Oh, and he's gone. Yep. Instant trigger. Oh, I wonder if that can be weaponized. Oh, fucking hell. He's fucking speed bagging to de-stress. Oh boy. Hmm. I doubt it'll have any effect on me. And tears. And it'll fall apart. Yep, got him. Yep, sometimes it happens. I know that feel, man. I know it so well. Where's Mikoino when you need it? Oh, hi. Oh, she's already crying. Game on. Hey. Yeah. Trap. So he gets everybody else to recommend it instead. Mine, Janet. Ding. But you won't. Busy? Okay. What the fuck, Chica? Yep. Yep. Nope. More tape. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, always. That's why spoiling it sucks. Mm. 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 Hmm. They seem to. Oh my god. Only one person doesn't have tape. Ando. Ando Miko. Aww. Got Hayasaka too. Is that the whole ep? No, it's 16 minutes in. What the fuck? Something's going on here. Or the encoder screwed up real bad. Because that speaks of a 6.5 minute long after credits scene. That's a whole section. Why put it after the credits? Because it's big. And they want it fresh in your mind as soon as you end the episode. Okay, all the visuals seem the same. Maybe it's how they're going to introduce a new arc. They may have stuffed a couple of small segments into this episode, and then they're starting the build up for an arc. That makes sense. Because then anime onlys get intrigued, manga readers recognize what's coming. That makes sense. And then they can fit the arc in how they need it. We'll see. Are you telling me we're in shoujo world? We're in shoujo world. Oh my god, we're in shoujo world. I love it. 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 The art style change. Bigger eyes. Fucking hell, shoujo dudes. Ikemen. And pink overblown everything. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Oh my god, it's also a fucking gacha game. A computer geek with a dark past, mysterious and moody. Fuck. This is too much. This is way too much. 100%. 100%. Oh my god. Completely. And the entire visual aesthetic and everything else. They keep mentioning pudding from the principal and that stuff from the principal. Oh, so you have to choose. Oh, motherfuck. But Shoujo Brain. You mean the thing that you hate her for? Fucking the thumb on the lower lip? Really? Oh, they're fighting. That's a very good point. Choose your route. Choose it carefully. They're just making these noises. What the fuck? Stop. No, stop. Actually. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Thank God. Thank God. Whew. Mood ruined. Thank God. Oh, back into it. Oh my God. I think you're already pretty well affected, Kaguya. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you, Chica. Yeah, no need. Back into it. The school nurse doesn't charge, baby. Fuck. Tickets. We're already, oh yeah, okay, this is what I wanted. Yeah, okay. I can't roll my eyes back further into my head. It hurts. It hurts. Oh. Baka. Oh, they actually did just go. This is pretty cool. Hey, aquariums are neat. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God. That was not expected. Wow. Okay. 2 episodes of Kaguya that have forced me to expand my expectations for Kaguya-sama in opposite directions. One being a more dedicated stylistic swap than I think we've had, by a long shot. I mean, it's a simple gag, and there's not much to it besides haha shoujo, but it's so well executed, and it packs in so many tropes and pieces of visual lingo, and then once it starts swapping back and forth between the normal aesthetic and the shoujo aesthetic, it's just fantastic. Okay, yeah, like when they come out the door, whoosh, and we're in it. Oh, okay, they do the whole transition there, which is very helpful. Very helpful. Where's the other bargain by, yeah, okay. Normal aesthetic into, boom, insta shoujo. Okay, she closes her eyes for it, which is what helps the transition work. Whoosh. Suddenly the hair is blowing. Everything's blowing. There are sparkles everywhere. I call sparkles sporkles because I like to. Shut up. And her eyelashes grow about 3 times their length. The line work becomes more subtle, slimmer. Yeah. And of course, everything is blown out, overexposed, sporkles over everything, flower petals everywhere, generic pastel backgrounds in pinks and yellows, lots of hearts, lots of petals, lots of ikemen arguing between themselves over the grill, lots of the grill being flustered about it, lots of dude noises, too many dude noises. This segment here, where is it? Yeah. That is too many dude noises with too much reverb. Stop. But that's what makes it so great, right? That's what makes it great, because it's absurd. It goes way beyond. I really like it. But it does get to the point where it's too much. And so Chika finally bursting through, revealing herself and breaking it up. Very much needed. Thank you very much, Chika. I very much appreciate it. Also, when is somebody going to go through and erase all the background on this and create a transparent version? Because I need interrupting Sumo Chika as something. I need this. I need this. Don't judge me. I need it. Alright, eats pudding, good things. Yes, very lovely. Wonderful. Okay. I think that pretty much covers the ending bit, which I think is probably the craziest, most over-the-top, most ridiculous thing. To pull off an entire style swap like this is just fantastic. And to do it this well is wonderful. Now, I do have a question, which is this a part of the manga? Does the mangaka switch to a shoujo style and do a joke arc at the end of a volume or something? Is this original material or adapted material? I would like to know, because I could see it going either way. It could be original material. It does seem to tie into the other joke, though. So I'm going to guess that it's the end of a volume. Something for funsies. In that case, they wouldn't have had to redo the character designs, just adapt them to the manga's design sheets, which is good. Okay. But whole episode, the underpants thing is wonderful. I think it's a really good gag. The whole speech that he gives screaming about pants, it just makes me it just reminds me of Space Dandy, the episode with the pants wearing ones and the Vestians. Yeah. Yeah, reminds me of that quite a bit. Okay, we get no P, which is important. Kaguya thinks through a bunch of schemes and plots, and they don't work. Tries to see his pants, see his underwear. He misinterprets. Things get awkward. We have a three-peated gag with Miko, running in and interpreting what she sees in a perfectly accurate manner, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's just screaming about panties. And then the hand massage, it looks like they're having sex. God damn it. I do love the interaction between her and Hayasaka about sex in particular, especially the scene where Chika is like, where Kaguya is unable to say it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You should have sit with him. She's not wrong. Okay. Big backfire on his end, not on hers. I really like this visual. It's cool. I wonder what it looked like in the manga. Maybe just one shot of, like, this. And craziness. And they're just in completely different worlds during this. Wonderful. But then, of course, she gives up. She gives the reasons, and he feels like he's obligated to let her. Aw, it's pretty sweet, Shirogane, but have fun with the pain. Have fun. And then our second of the three-peated joke. Of course, she can see that Kage is wearing clothing. Like, come on. But the lines don't help. Okay. And then the manga. Good. I like the aesthetic of the talking about the manga. I don't know where it is. Yeah, some of those panels. Not these. The ones where they're fully 2D. Like the one where she says, yeah, she found friends. I really like that aesthetic. It's nice. And then they start talking about it, and it's just the most horrifyingly, like, over-the-top bullshit trite story that you could possibly think of. Anorexic girl living off of, like, dog food and crackers and diet supplements. And then her boyfriend makes her... What the fuck? Makes her curry. It's sweet. Jesus. Jesus. I don't really get the taping all of their mouths together and then yelling at each other. It's so that they can't spoil Kaguya, but it also means that they can't communicate about the thing, right? So it's kind of a jab about spoiling stuff. Maybe. Something in that realm. Okay. Good. Good. And then, final thing, I wrote down 1 minute Chica face. There's a... Where is it? Ah. Okay. It was at like 110. Finally found it, though. I just wanted to frame by frame this because it looks too smooth. Ah, it's because they're interlaced. That's all it is. Or is that all that it is? Does her hair move offbeat from her face? No, it moves on beat. Oh. But her face doesn't always move. Her hair moves when her face isn't. Okay. Oh no, it settles there. Huh. It's the combination of the subtle camera movement down with her. And then the frames are interpolated with the frames of him. Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. So they're back and forth. She moves, he moves, she moves, he moves. Oh, no, he moves every frame. Okay, that's what's going on. Oh. Oh, whoa. That's cool. So he's moving on ones once he starts moving. She's moving on twos. But part of his movement on ones is the camera motion that follows her. And it keeps her centered. That's really unique. Because the camera doesn't move with her head as it moves up. It's like her head locks into place and then drags it down a bearing slide. That's super cool. It like clicks and then hooks. That's so neat. But what's really neat about it is just the effect that it creates. Like there's a fluidity to this motion that's really unique. I want to see that technique used elsewhere. I want to see that all over the place. But I haven't noticed it anywhere. Whoa, cool. Okay, we've pretty much talked about all of the like plot elements of the show so far. I think they were really good. I think that some of the visual language and gags and things within this episode were excellent. And I think the ending sequence with the full shoujo conversion was lovely, and splitting it off from the main series with the ED was a smart decision. That makes sense. I was thinking we would get the beginning of a new arc. We didn't. I will also say that I just really like the aesthetic of this particular image. I feel like I've seen something very much like it before. I'm wondering if there's a particular famous shoujo manga with two dudes pulling at the girl's hair. I feel like there is. It might be really common for all I know, but I feel like there's a particular one that's being referenced here. And indeed, I feel like there are particular references scattered throughout this whole thing, along with the genre level references. Okay. Overall, I think A1 knocked both of these episodes out of the park. I don't know much about how they like adapted them necessarily, but as a pure anime only watcher, both of these episodes were excellent in completely different, varied ways that I think expand my view on Kaguya in both directions. Awesome. Cool. Okay, we'll wrap there. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kaguya-sama, episodes 6 and 7. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we'll actually maybe be caught up with Kaguya, which could be maybe cool. See you there for episode 8. Peace.